going on, guys? Welcome to my third ever video. Today I kind of want to talk about what it's like to daily drive my Honda Civic Type R. So to start off, the car's a 2019. I bought it about like a year and a half ago, and I've put like 48,000 miles on it, and honestly I've loved every second of it except for when it's not running and I have to work on it. But other than that, it's an amazing car. The driving experience, everything about this thing I love, besides the fact that I don't know, honestly it's my fault that this car's clapped. But but honestly, I'm gonna go over the pros and cons of daily driving this car. So don't get me wrong, if you kept this car in its stock form, it is an amazing driving car, just the way it comes already. Like, it's pretty good on gas mileage, and dude, you got the storage, like, all the storage in the world. Like, wow, I can't show you guys what's in there. No, I'm kidding. But, we got motherfucking room for motherfucking ham sandwich, but there's so much room in here. I've taken this car to the track, and to the track I brought a four wheels, 3 gas containers, jack, and a bunch of tools, and I could still have a passenger. Oh, also all my clothes and everything that I used to stay there for a couple days. But this car is an amazing car if you're really looking into getting into a Civic or any type of track car, because honestly, it's a perfect daily. I've had friends with kids or dogs with this car that are able to daily the thing and be able to live with it comfortably at least. But in its stock form, it's an amazing car if you're looking to get it for daily. But as soon as you start modding, things can get different. I really want to talk about what it's like to drive a modded version of a Honda Civic Type R. So from my last video, if you guys watched it, I go over pretty much what's done to my car. I'm pretty short, so I got to put it all the way up this way. But there's so many things you can do to this car, and you can make it look any kind of way in the engine bay, but I prefer to make it look stock because I live in California. But honestly, modding this car, if you're first getting into modding cars and you really want to learn, it's definitely possible to learn on this car. Like, I learned how to mod a car on this car, but I didn't learn how to actually work on a car. I just learned how to mod one. But it's definitely kind of hard to work on because how tight, or pretty much how restrictive it is to get your hands in there and stuff like that. So if you're new to working on cars, it is going to be a bit hard, but it's definitely rewarding being able to build these cars. Because I've worked with some of my friends that are just now getting into cars, and I'm pretty much teaching them how to work on cars as well. But they've honestly had fun experiences learning on this car, and honestly I think this is an amazing car to first start out modding. Besides the fact that it is a little hard to work on, it'll be a challenge, but it's 100% worth it for the whole driving experience you get. But when it comes to reliability and stuff like that, these cars are amazing. Honestly, a stock block Type R can hold 500 horsepower, but kind of don't know for how long. I kind of know a couple people that have been able to daily drive 500 for like 2 years now. But honestly, we'll see with my block. But in my case, I have a built bottom end, so it might be a little different. But honestly, reliability-wise, if you want to throw power at this car, it's amazing. It will hold it, and honestly, it can put the power down without any issues. Like, I can honestly probably do a full 3rd gear brake boost, and I don't get any torque steer at all. And the car makes close to 500 horsepower. And honestly, I think the engine in this car is probably definitely one of my favorite aspects of this whole build. There's a million things you can do to the car, but then there's like a couple things that you could do right if you really want to daily this car properly. If you really care about gas mileage, I really wouldn't recommend modding the engine wise, because as soon as you do it, just dog shit. Like honestly, I get like 18 miles per gallon with the power it makes right now. I'm probably around like 480 to 490 horsepower right now until the tune's done, but I'm guessing when the tune's done I might be at like 15, 16 miles per gallon, but that's on ethanol. And on 91, I have a gas saving tune, so I can still get like 22, 23 miles per gallon, but honestly, not that great for a 2019 car. But in stock form, it's an amazing on gas mileage. Other people get 30 miles per gallon, but as soon as you get into modding, just daily driving kind of gets a little rough. But if you just think about aesthetics and everything like that, you can definitely find parts to make your car really your own, which is honestly, I think, my favorite part about this car, like I said earlier. But honestly, my car in its exact form, low-key daily driving, it's kind of getting hard. Like, I'm on HKS coilovers right now, and let me just say, I have them on a pretty soft setting, and oh my god, I'll add a clip or something of us going over a bump or some shit. But overall, this car has been amazing, and if you're ever thinking about getting one, I wouldn't like think a second guess about not getting this car, because it is an amazing platform. If you're looking for a good 4-door, although it's not like an Evo or STI that's all-wheel drive, the driving experience is second to none. I wouldn't replace this car for anything in the world for a daily, because It's really good if you really need storage, gas mileage if you don't do super like a lot of mods. But altogether, this car is amazing. And honestly, I would highly recommend it to anyone that's looking into getting into cars or just pretty much just want to dabble into just even having a fun car to drive. Even in its stock form, it's amazing. But that's pretty much it. That's my car, and that's why I daily drive this car.